Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, the host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country. Now, tonight we are taking a roll call. That's right, tonight, explorers young and old, new and experienced, step up to the plate when I open the lines, and I want to hear how the program works in each and every single one of your lives. That and much more, tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, how are we all doing? Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It is wonderful to be with you. Absolutely wonderful. I am overjoyed. I am so excited to be with you, to feel the electricity coming from the chat tonight is something else. Now, you can tell I've been doing this long enough. I've been doing this long enough to know when the energy is up and tight and focused and ready for Explorations with Leslie Tanner. As I said before, guys, and I'm not just blowing smoke. We got the reports back. We did some polling. I spent thousands upon thousands of dollars to get the polling on numbers. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Real quick. Communal Vision, Pussy Juice from Fram Weard saying, simply just sharing Pussy Juice from Fram Weard. Namaste. Blessings and namaste. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Why are we so close, huh? Let's back it up. Okay, cool. Let's keep that. Let's keep that. Let's keep that tonight. I like this. I like this little addition. 1 second. Let's see if we can do something about that. Okay, and it's worse. Okay, yeah, let's get that. Let's keep that. Oh, brother. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, God Christ. Oh, Father God. Okay, no idea why it's like that. It's so funny. I love technology so much. Blessings. Wow. Okay, that's worse. Let's just do one of these. How about? Nope. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's just pull the whole fucking thing up closer and see what happens. Probably it's going to break. We're probably amidst a real serious technological shutdown. This is not going to go good. I can pretty much guarantee that. Pretty much guarantee that with everyone right now. This is going to be, it's just this. It's going to be this for 3 hours. Namaste. All right, good enough. Namaste. How are we all doing? Wow. Wonderful. Look at that. Middle Path with a super chat. Namaste. Super chat from Middle Path at youtube.com. How are my YouTubers doing tonight? We got a psychic emergency on the screen, everyone. A psychic emergency. Okay, yeah, good. I'm glad the TTS isn't firing off. Okay, I'll go ahead and share that. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Middle Path to issue a psychic emergency. The program works. Repeat, the program works. Namaste to Middle Path at youtube.com. How are we doing over there at YouTube? Can I see my YouTubers? Can I see some chat for my gosh dang YouTubers? Raiders, welcome. Raiders, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It's so wonderful to have you guys. What's up, Cats Up? What's up, Cats Up? It's great. I love What's up, Cats Up? Guys, a.k.a. Toaster. A.k.a. Toaster. Everybody's got a feeling about that Toaster character, right? We know him. We're familiar with him. We love his calls. But we all got different feelings about him. And they're not always positive. They're not always good. And nor should they be. I do not, when I see negative feelings expressed in the chat, and I better see some tonight. I better see some negative feelings expressed in the chat tonight. This is not a safe place. This is not a safe place to be. Namaste, all right? If you're looking for a safe place to be, go ahead and walk, close the tab, go to some other mental health stream, right? And they'll powder your balls, they'll powder your labia, give you some nice lotions, put a little diaper on you, rub some lavender on your gums, and whistle you a little lullaby. That's what they'll give you. Not here. No, I am here to give you the tools of the next level. I'm here to give you the most effective personal power program in the country. The program by which thousands upon thousands of lives have utterly transformed. Everybody stepping up to the. You listen. First of all, you got to say it. So first of all, I want to see it in chat right now. I want to see in chat right now. Cartoon therapy debate when? Am I being challenged? Has cartoon therapy challenged me? Has cartoon therapy challenged me? I'll debate anyone on any topic at any time. Beautiful. Namaste. Now, as I was saying just a moment ago, guys, I want to see it in chat right now. I am ready for transformation. I am ready to become. Say that. Let me see that in the chat. I am ready to become. Are you ready to become? I want to see some yeses. I want to see the phrase, I am ready to become. Fram Weard gifting 5 subs. Doesn't even need to do that. A moderator and a former Explorer of the Month. Fram Weard gifting 5 community subs. Extremely generous of you, brother. I am ready to become. I am ready to come. I am close enough. Base. I am ready to become. Whatever. You know what? As long as you get there. As long as you get somewhere near the phrase that I wanted to see from you, I want to see that energy and excitement. Because I can feel it. I want to see. I can feel it. I can feel it behind your eyes. I can feel it in your fingertips as you type, as you freak out in the chat. I can feel it. Namaste. So what I'm asking is to see it. What I'm asking is to see what I already feel in you right now. Namaste. Blessings, guys. So listen, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. This program, what do we do here, guys? You already know what the answer is. What we do here is we explore. And that might seem a little obvious to some. If you're just now joining us, I saw Santiago joined us just a couple moments ago. Namaste. Can we get some namastes in the chat to Santiago? Namaste, artist, Santiago, great to have you in our presence tonight. I really hope you're here still with us tonight. Namaste. I have much to show you, much to discuss. Blessings. Many blessings to bestow on you, if you believe in that kind of stuff. If you don't, we'll call it something else. I'm flexible. I'm flexible. I'm a therapist, for God's sake. I'll say and do any goddamn thing that you fucking put in front of me. I'm a trained repeater. And then, but there's a magic behind the way I do it. Not the way other people do it, but the way I do it is magic. Namaste. Namaste to Santiago, guys. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great to see you. Great to feel you. Blessings. Now, as I was saying just a moment ago, okay, so tonight we're not sipping a Celsius tonight, guys. Let's make that clear. Let's make that 100% clear. Can we drill down on that for a moment? Because I would really prefer that. Nindy New says the program worms. Namaste. Thank you so much, Nindy New. Really appreciate that perspective. Really beautiful stuff tonight, Nindy New. We're off to a good start. You know, we're not always off to a good start. When Nindy New starts piping in with a perspective, and oh my goodness. You know what it means when there's that guy on the screen. It's time for a Jazz Express. Guys, let's get that energy up. It's already up, but let's let it loose. Let it loose. Let it loose. Let your heart and your mind loose in your body. Let your body be the playing field between your heart, between your mind. Who's going to win? No one. Just a little bit of jazz, everybody. Namaste. Welcome to the Jazz Express. This is a period, if you are initiated, just now initiated, and it's like, for example, Santiago, as well as Coziest Lace, namaste to you. Sir Dude Squirts, namaste to you. If this is your first Jazz Express, just let it wash over you. If at some point you find yourself enjoying it, continue enjoying it. If you find yourself not enjoying it, continue to not enjoy that. Follow that path. Jazz isn't about enjoyment, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoy it, fine, but that's not the goddamn point. Ask any jazz musician. How long do their songs last? For instance, let's just take a look at the form, right? How long do their songs last? About 45 fucking minutes. And who is that for? Who is that for? That's the question. You're supposed to enjoy that? Let's let questions be questions tonight. No answers. Namaste. Blessings to Psyduck with that single bit. Blessings and wonderful to be with you, Psyduck. Thank you so much for getting us started, right? Not Mish with a single bit. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Wow. Some really generous energy tonight. Really generous, forward-thinking energy tonight. Namaste. Now, guys, tonight we are diving into the program works. We are diving into the program works. Now I know I can feel we've got a lot of energy in the tank already. We got a lot of energy in the tank already. However, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of explorations, sometimes it's about dynamics. It's about dynamicism. It's about the leaving space and letting that space, leaving that silence, that negative energy, right? That lack, feeling the laser-like vibrations of of what is not there. Think about that. Think about what's not there. Think about a loss. Maybe someone in your family died recently, huh? that sucks. That really stinks. And feel how shitty that is, right? That laser-like displeasure, that's not going anywhere, right? And there's in this arena, there is a wealth. There is a wealth of information and energy. It's, and physicists maybe call it dark energy, dark matter and dark energy, a dark universe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's tap into our own dark universe, our own dark energy. Simping for Leslie Tanner, Namaste 25 bits, blessings and Namaste to you. Hypocryptomatic 300 bits. I won't and can't wake up for my work tomorrow. Dad's dead. Jazz is ass. Wow. Really expressive from a hypocryptomatic tonight. Thanks so much for chiming in, sweetheart. Really appreciate that. Bit Wars, 102 bits. Psyduck, 50 bits. Fluxstorm, 2. Wow. Everybody's just eager to see this program become what they know it can become through these very generous donations. Namaste. Wow. Wow. Sometimes the universe expresses something through you. It's not linear. It's not necessarily pleasant. You must honor it. You must honor it. Artists know about this. Ladies and gentlemen, Santiago, for instance, is an artist. Santiago, tell me, when was the last time you let the universe kind of vibrate through you? Maybe through your work or some other such situation. And it was just dog shit. Right? That's what my question. We got any artists in the chat right now? When was the last time you opened yourself up, not picking and choosing the vibrations coming through you? When was the last time you opened yourself up to failure, to losing, to the vibrational existence and reality of dog shit? Namaste. Chester, Copper Pot, 200 bits. Inspiring stuff, Leslie Tanner. Inspiring stuff. Blessings. Wow. Wow. Namaste. Oh. Namaste. The guru is definitely ready to come tonight. Namaste. That's every night. Listen, actually, weirdly enough, the 3 hours that I spend with you during a stream that's the longest I go without coming every single day, every single night. I'm that committed. And it's never with another person. It's always with myself. Masturbation gets a bad rap. Can we talk? Let's open it up a little bit, all right? We're in a sensual zone. I'm going to speak my mind. All right, masturbation gets a bad rap, especially among the fellas. We celebrate female masturbation all the day long, right? You get in a liberal circle and nobody will shut the fuck up. They're like, oh, queen, yes. Oh my God, boots down, slant, jack off. That's what they say. I've been there. and I'll be there again. But I'm here to say that yes, I'm a man. Yes, I jack off also, and quite a bit. Wow, beautiful stuff. Give yourselves a round of applause. Hold space for my tribe, brother. We just finished a Jazz Express. You have no idea how close you were. You have no idea how close you were to that central experience, but I'm so glad that you guys could be here. Hold space for my tribe. Can we get a shout out for Hold Space, please? Can we please get a shout out real quick? Can we get a shout out for Hold Space for my tribe? Really genuinely talented, beautiful mind behind that stream that's going on over at Hold Space for my tribe. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. How was the stream, by the way, over there? Let's chat about that. How was the stream over there for Hold Space? Can someone let me know? Can someone let me know if Hold Space maybe needs to go to the potty, maybe he's going to go sleep, maybe get something to eat? Who knows? Who knows if the Hold Space is still here? But if somebody else is here, can you help me out? Can you help me out in understanding? Hold Space subbing for the 9th month in a row. Oh, look at that. Look at that profile picture. You look at that profile picture, you tell me that this individual, this young man does not run an absolutely one-of-a-kind stream. You tell me that. You look at that profile picture, and thank you, brother. Namaste. Wow, extremely generous. 9 months, and we're nearing a year with you, Hold Space. I know you've been here for a while, but officially as a subscriber, I love to see that. Almost at a year with you. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Namaste. Thank you for whoever did that shout out. I really appreciate that. Very, very cool of you. Now, guys, so this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, and it's wonderful. We went beyond quantum. Yeah, you did, you son of a bitch. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Thank you. Guys, so this is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. And tonight, as you can see below the screen, our theme this evening is the program works. Now, every once in a while, we got to check in. We got to check in with the progress, the transformation. How are we putting this program to work in each and every single one of our lives? Now, Lord knows, my DMs are backed up by months. My email, I don't even check it anymore because it is, my inbox everywhere I turn is filled with messages from people just like you about how profoundly this program has touched each and every single one of your lives. Framwayard Guru, can we add a subtopic to the happenings today, an evergreen topic, jacking off the program works? Oh, sure. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a fantastic idea. Framwayard, former Explorer of the Month, a brother of devoted light. Great to have. Moderator, great idea. Great idea. Terrific idea. Let's talk about, so the program works, subline, jacking off. Can you say jacking off in the theme? In the title for the stream? Does Twitch let you do that? It'd probably let you say some equivalent of, it let you get close at least. Tugging off. Roping. Self-roping. Something like this. I believe there's something there. Well, anyway, good to be with you. Good to just let the mind, really let the mind fly as I can feel the energy tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are getting into the program works. Like I said, this program simply works. Now, of course, once we get through some orders of business, I'm going to do a quick little refresher with everybody. What is this program? What's it all about? How do I put it in place in my life? Good news. Listen, if you're new here, if you just found us on some sort of recommended page, holy moly, mother nipple bottom. I stopped listening unless people say please and thank you. They hate it. I have control. The program works. Look at that. You're a good person and you're manipulative and you get a sense of power from it. I love that. Very dynamic, mother nipple bottom. Thank you so much. Real quick affirmation for fellas. Listen, not only should you be self-loving more, let's say that, you should be talking about it more. If you want to live in a more, I don't want to say enlightened world, but a more powerful world. Let's say that. A more powerful world. If you want to live in a more powerful world, fellas, not only do you have to jack off more, but you got to talk about it, how much you're doing it. and it'll inspire other people to both do it and then talk about it more. And that is positive. That is a net positive. Namaste. Shooting thick ropes is allowed. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you so much for doing a little bit of research, Doo-Doo Squirts. Thank you so much for that research, Doo-Doo. Sir Doo-Doo Squirts, namaste. Now, the program works. Now, listen, in a moment, we'll get through some stuff, but quick little orders of business. First and foremost, I want to reiterate our Explorer of the Month this month. So this title is something that me and the moderation team award to a particular individual in this community who has put the program first and foremost in their heart, their mind, their body, and they have seen the benefits roll in. The work that they're doing in chat, the work they're doing on Discord is evident with anyone with eyes to hear or ears to see. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute treat. Somebody who has been here played an extremely significant role. Since day one. You know, Leslie used to have a day job, if you believe that or not. At the beginning of the stream, Leslie had a day job. He got laid off. Luckily, though, somebody was there to make this. He was the first person to make this entire financial venture sustainable in any way. And coming at a crucial time, a very crucial nascent time for this program and this stream. And he did it in his own style, with his own sense of panache, with his own really sort of maladjusted and abrasive way. He left his fingerprints all over this community. So guys, without further ado, please join me in saying namaste to this month, June of 2025, Explorer of the Month. And a special warm namaste to Larry Picklejar. Brother, gone but not forgotten. He left very dramatically a couple weeks ago. But I want you to know, listen, Larry, if you see this, somebody clips this, maybe you go back and watch the VOD and sort of tearfully paw at your screen. Brother, listen, there's always a spot in my heart and a spot in Explorations for exactly your energy and your support and your energy. I just want you to know that. Namaste. But we all got to follow, you know, as a man, I understand we all got to follow our path. We all got to determine our own paths. Namaste. M. Robert Kopp subbing for the 15th month in a row. Namaste. Olympic swimmer, did not know that. 15 months already, release the hot dog. Well, that's a little disrespectful. But we've got something in the works. Let's just leave it there. The hot dog will be making, you know, there's something in the works. I can't give too much about that. So just leave that where it is. Namaste. Now, okay, guys, so that's our first order of business. Larry Picklejar, current Explorer of the Month. Next up, guys, send me a little bit of piece of mail. I love getting stuff in the mail from you guys. Be that a postcard, a letter. Oh, quick affirmation for fellas. Never open your wings and soar through the sky as an eagle of tomorrow. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Chicago, Illinois 60647. P.O. Box 47621. Send me some. I love getting stuff from you guys. I know somebody claims in chat, I forgot the username, but somebody keeps saying that you're sending me a pornographic picture of a cartoon or something like this. Can't wait to receive it. Have not received it yet. Real quick affirmation for fellows. Listen, don't ever second guess how much or why you are attracted to breasts, or how much you want to play with them, suck on them, whatever it is. Do not go in there. All right? Do not open the door. That is where psychoanalysis will leave a trail of dead bodies. Is getting people in their head about how much they want to, about why they want to suck on a titty. Do not think about that. Harness the power of that. Yes. Say yes to the path. Say yes to the energy. Do not think about it. Namaste. Mother Nipple Bottom. No program works all the time for everyone. Larry will be back. Well, Mother Nipple Bottom, very interesting point. Very interesting point. But that's the thing about this program. It is cooked in that sometimes we will have to take a break from the program. I can name several explorers off the top of my mind right now that I know for a fact that their path led them down, away from the program for a bit. Lord knows it'll come back. Lord knows it'll come back because we are set up around such a foundational premise of this universe that they could not come back if they wanted to. It might be on their deathbed, who knows, but they will come back and they will understand the truth of what we had to share with one another on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. Blue, to answer your question, the job was Blue, to answer your question, the day job, it was a whole mess of stuff. I was moving gravel at the time. And as a going away present, they gave me a big pile of gravel on the end of my driveway as a gift. Very, very thoughtful gift. I use a little bit every year. I still have I have about 15 tons of gravel at the end of my driveway that I nibble. I'm a nibbler, okay? I nibble. I take little shovels. I put it in a hole. Or I look at it. Or I get on top of it and I throw little rocks at cars. Nindy knew my entire family left the program, so I left them and the debt I riddled them with behind. Now I'm a success. Nindy knew. See, people like to overthink success. They like to think, I got to work hard. I got to come up with a plan. I got to go to school. I got to blah, 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 blah. No. It's very simple. It is a lot easier than you might think. Now, okay, so that's a P.O. box. Guys, and we'll get a little bit into this later on, but if you have seen the magic work here at Exploration of the Call-In Show, and you are ready for the more advanced program materials, you're ready for the videos, you're ready for the podcast, you're ready for the et ceteras, you're ready for any damn thing that I've got to give you, the VHS tapes, the music downloads, the monthly postcard. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to put this right here, all right? I'm going to drop this little reminder. We have a little thing over here called the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Now, not everybody this is not for everyone. Not everybody will look at this and say, oh wow, I am called to this. It is a very lengthy process to be called to this, but those that cannot resist the clarion call of the next level as achieved through the Community of Devoted Light. Now, if you want some details about this, Go ahead and click that link that I just dropped in the chat, or type ! final journey to begin your final journey to enter the next level and my Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Namaste. A couple more details about that later. But let's get into it, guys. Let's get into the theme. It's time to do the theme and get into some damn calls. The program works. So, exactly. Before we even open up the line, because it's going to be very clear. Explorers that have just joined us tonight are explorers that have been here for a very long time. Let me just say, it's going to be very clear that this program works. You just hang out a little bit, and you'll see the story after story after story, how this program has really transformed people's lives from the ground up. Everybody looking for a change, everybody looking to access that power inside of them that they've known they possess all along. You're going to hear a lot of very interesting stories about how this program has affected their lives. Now, before we even do that, let's go through the program. What is this program? So, this program here, as you can see on the bottom, is to explore. Quick American Gencom with a communal vision. Hey Guru, are there any program that had pornographic materials for jacking off? I'm looking for something that can get my coming quickly with big powerful loads that ruin my socks. Yeah, listen, I think that's going to be an individual thing. We're going to have to work one-on-one on that. As much as I would love to give you, it really depends on how your childhood was. I'll be straight with you. It's going to depend on how your childhood went, what your relationship with your father was, and your mother, for that instance. A lot, it's obviously very popular to think that the incest porn. Blue super chatting us, namaste. Blue super chatting, $1. Namaste to you, Blue. Very generous. Blue at youtube.com. Thank you so much, brother. I am gendering you, and that's what it's going to be from now on for me. Okay, Blue, namaste, blue, right? Blue's boy stuff or something, right? That's what they told me when I was little, and I never changed, and I'm not gonna namaste. Now, as I was saying, guys, this program we explore, and what? So that's easy. Any idiot, I'm sure, could look at the screen and say, "Oh, explorations? What do you do? Explore?" Yeah, we do. We explore. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, what do we explore? What do we explore? Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing that we do not explore. We explore every square inch of the universe, both outside and inside of us. Communal vision from Family Yard. F's in the chat if you've stroked your dick skin till it chapped. Can we get some F's? F's in chat if you've chafed and chapped your penis up. Maybe that's just you, Fram. Maybe that's just you. Lord knows I have. Lord knows I have. So at least I'll throw an F in chat. I'll go ahead and throw that F in chat. Yeah, I've chapped my penis. My penis is chapped right now. Namaste. So anyway, guys, exploring what? The universe, both inside and out. The universe, both inside and out. Now, why do I say the universe both inside and out? So, of course, the outside universe, right? The external, the shared physical reality. The thing that we all, occupy and share with one another, middle path of the communal vision. Beautiful. How is the compound coming along? Also F, chafed penis, that means. How is the compound coming? Middle path, very interesting question. The compound, aka the community center, aka, it is developing very quickly. It is developing very quickly. Right now we're getting some investors working on it, and we are looking at sites. We've got a couple investors nibbling. We're waiting to see how that develops. This is a process, though. You got to be used to working with these people who have the money, who are going to throw money into something like this. And let's just say I know a thing or two about them. You gotta know how to talk to them. You gotta know when to go in for the kill, when to let it breathe. And right now we're in a period of letting it breathe. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Yeah, Ruby Ridge is a perfect example. Of really capturing the spirit of what we're working towards. Ruby Ridge, I don't know a lot of the details. I just know that it was cool. And also Waco minus the having sex with children. Let's if we can, I'm gonna go ahead and official stance of the program that that having sex with children is bad. We don't like that. We think we think that stuff is yucky. No, not interested in it. So we could just take a look at the project of Waco and take the good parts and maybe leave the bad parts is what I'm offering, as a leader of this community. So take it or leave it. So anyway, exploring the universe, right? Outside. We also explore the universe inside. Now, you might think that it's an exaggeration to refer to this universe inside as exactly that, a universe. But I don't think so. Genuinely, a limitless realm of experience, of phenomena, both physical and otherwise, constantly evolving, and deserves just as much respect and curiosity and humility as any scope or depth or breadth of a universe outside, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to explore inside and out. Now let's get through. Namaste to 420 Kevin Lee with the subscription. Blessings and namaste. Explorer obsessed with tweezing and a weird penis. Okay, very cool. Namaste. Thanks so much, 420. I appreciate that. 420 Kevin Lee, very generous of you. And that's your first month. Guys, can we get some namastes? Can we get some namastes for a Kevin Lee? And we got Ugg on the screen. Who could forget Ugg? Thank you so much, 420 Kevin Lee. Okay, so guys, let's go through the tenets. Now, how do we explore? How do we begin to explore truly in a Leslian sense? How do we do this? So let's go ahead. We saw one of the first tenets just a moment ago, but let's go ahead and revisit that. Relax. Namaste, Nindi Nu. Relax. Now, this is the most important, but by far my least favorite step of the program, to relax. I hate this stuff. It's because it feels very bad. Now, you might be thinking, okay, relaxing is supposed to feel good. No. Relaxing does and should feel bad. If it feels good, you're not relaxing. Truly, genuinely stop doing whatever you're doing. If you're doing something that feels good, stop. Blow out the candle. Get that. Whoever's massaging you, slap their hands away. Scream at the top of your lungs. Don't let them touch you. And start doing something that feels bad, right? Draw some pictures that make you want to throw up. If you're not drawing pictures that make you want to throw up at least a couple times a day, then listen, I can't begin to tell you the extent of the power waiting to be unlocked inside of your veins. Namaste. Now, okay, so we got to relax down, right? Now, let's go ahead and look at the second step of the program. After we relax, it is important to address the things that we notice, the things that will be flooding our heart and our mind and our body. And we do that before we get to, writing a song or talking to anybody. We question. Ladies and gentlemen, we question. Now, this is an extremely powerful, maybe the most powerful step of the program. Now, the secret here, though, how do we question that sets us apart from all the other programs? We question not to refine our understanding. We question not to bridge the gap between us and others. To increase empathy, so to speak. No, ladies and gentlemen, we question to destroy. We question to destroy understanding. We question because ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you this. If you question an understanding and it crumbles, ladies and gentlemen, nobody understood a damn thing. All right? Conjure the image in your mind of a cognitively disabled man in his prime who's been eating corn products for 23 years without stopping. His muscles are attuned to themselves in a way that is utterly frightening. And I've worked with a lot of young men like this. Very powerful. I love working with them. They're some of my favorite people to work with because there's so much less in the way. Namaste. Teku flat. Blessings. My bum feels creamy. The program works. Wow. Well, let me see. I don't know why. Let's see if I might just have to manual. I'm going to do this manual. Let me double check actually that. I'm just double checking the Yahoo, the YouTube testimonial for a moment. YouTube testimonial. Yeah, I'm just going to do it manual style. I don't know what happened. Sometimes the software that I use kind of hiccups. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that for you. Teku, namaste to you. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Teku flat with a testimonial. There we go. All right, let's get that up on the screen. Teku flat. Blessings and namaste. Explorer addicted to porn, not a good person. My bum feels creamy. The program works. Blessings. Guys, namaste to you, Teku. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Wow. That was awesome. I really loved seeing that. Now, guys, let's go ahead. So, question. We did a question. Good evening to you, Rob. Blessings. No. Where are you, Teku? Are you not in the U.S.? Blessings. Now, third step of the program is to express. Now, I love this. Is my favorite step. It is the. It's not an accident. This is the most worthless step of the program, and by design. Self-expression is only worth the exhaustion and the depletion that you experience at the end. The utter fatigue, the rock bottom that keeps going and going and going until it is truly a concrete, cold floor upon which you sit, flabby and tired and pale, and you look down at your soft penis as it hangs over your scrotum. And if you have a pussy, I mean this also in a spiritual sense. A spiritual sense. You look down, you've got the cold pavement, and you got your scrotum resting on it, and your soft little shriveled dick is kind of hung over the scrotum, and you're looking down, and you're like, this is me. This is me forever. I always thought that I could be something else, and I can't. This was where it was always going to end. Namaste. And once you get to that point, ladies and gentlemen, once you get to that point of utter defeat, utter loss, utter exhaustion, ladies and gentlemen, that is when you are truly exploring. This is what we work towards. This is our realm of the next level. Once you have been defeated, that is when you're able to think thoughts for the very first time. Feel your feelings for the very first time. You, ladies and gentlemen, will have truly become, and I won't use the word ascend because it's not accurate. Once you've descended to this bottom layer, and you will truly be allowed to explore this universe. Namaste. Now, guys, let's open up. I live in Japan. We can make an Asian branch of the program, maybe. I'd love to get a community center over there. Teku Flat. I'd love to get a compound. Teku Flat. I'd love to get a compound going. You're not the only Japanese explorer we have. I work with another one-on-one, have for years, that lives in Japan. Outside of Tokyo. Very talented young man. Very anxious young man. Tried to kill himself in a desert once, but I've worked with him ever since, and I don't know if he's ready to look at the reasons of what went on that day, but Lord knows we're working on it. Lord knows we're working, and the power that he's been able to sort of unlock in his heart and mind and body have been truly something else. Truly something else. Namaste. Now, guys, let's open up the lines. Enough of this. I want to hear from you all. The program works. Let's get to it. The program works. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, Mike? I call you tonight.
Hey, Leslie, it's Toaster, first caller of the day. How you doing?
Look at that. Look who's back on top. It's Toaster getting us started right tonight, a.k.a. What's Up, Cats Up. Brother, how you doing?
Well, I like to be first caller of the day every now and then, just to show everyone that I still got it. Of course, we all remember my time as the reigning champion first caller of the day. For God knows that went on for months. I would just be the first caller every day.
Right. For a very long time. You were that guy.
Long time. Until I decided to voluntarily stop calling first caller of the day in order to let other people, to give them a chance to be first caller of the day, which is what I do now. I have voluntarily decided not to be
Okay, well, you have been terminated. Namaste. Terminated by Fram We Are saying good night. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner.
Here's another thing you got to know about me, Leslie, is I don't get terminated. I'm the best and fastest caller backer on the program. So if you're trying to terminate me, it's just not going to work. And unless I decide not to call back on purpose, which is what I do sometimes. Reminder that time that idiot Psyduck or whatever called, I got terminated, and I was like, you know what? I don't have to call back. I'm good. I'm gonna sit back and recline back on my recliner. Right. And then the idiot called in after me, and he was like, I'm just calling in just to show Toaster that I'm actually faster than him, and he's not as fast as he thinks. Meanwhile, I'm just chilling on my recliner, being like, this guy has no idea I didn't even try to call back.
Communal vision from Framweyard. Whatever you're saying, I don't really care. Stop. You're now the second caller.
Here's another thing you got to know about me, Leslie. I don't answer communal visions. So...
Okay, yeah, you don't have to do that. We have a quote coming in real quick.
I
Quote.
have of the enlightened, either religious or secular,
it's a good one,
is that their hysterics about the end in whatever direction aren't nearly hysterical enough. Their flailing becomes yet another defense against an internal calamity, the scale of which they can't even whisper aloud to themselves.
Namaste. You got to be very wary of the enlightened in any direction. In any direction.
Well, Leslie, there's a few announcements I need to get through.
Okay, great. So listen, we are doing the program works tonight, so that's our theme. Can we kind of go quick through these announcements? Because I do want to.
Right. Well, Leslie, I mean,
you're the first caller. I'm really trying to keep it focused tonight.
Well, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. If people decide to terminate me, if they decide to do quote bullshit and penises while I'm trying to get through my announcements. If they try to terminate me, I will call back unchallenged, of course, and I will continue to call back until I say my announcements. And so we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Communal vision from Lindy New. Hey, Toaster, don't listen to Leslie when he says all the time that you will never be successful in the program. I never said that.
I don't answer that kind of stuff. Let's get through. Priority announcement. I'll start with the most important one. We'll go in order from most important to least important.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go.
Okay, first.
How many do we have, just on the outset?
One criticism I
quote.
have
Actually, it's a repeat. I don't know why. I'll do another one in a moment.
Is that their hysterics about the end in whatever direction
it's a really good one, though.
Aren't nearly hysterical enough. Their flailing becomes yet another defense against an internal calamity, the scale of which they can't even whisper aloud to themselves. No experts, no answers.
That's for Bit Wars. Namaste, Bit Wars. Okay, so how many announcements do we have?
It's been building up. We're at 13 announcements right now. I don't expect to get through them all.
Okay, Fluxstorm Zero just terminated you, so... Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to you. What's something we can call you tonight?
Hello, Leslie. It's Poet.
Poet, good to hear from you, brother. How you doing?
I am doing well. I just wanted to show Toaster that he's a piece of shit.
Interesting. So you're officially going on the record saying Toaster is a piece of shit. Fluxstorm Zero, by the way, thank you so much for those bits, as well as Framweyard. You guys are extremely generous tonight, and I really, genuinely appreciate it. Namaste. So, Poet, so you don't even have anything to say necessarily. You just wanted to get in between Toaster and the phone line.
Partially. I did have things to say. The program works, and I appreciate it.
Beautiful. So give us a little something. Well, American Jenkum has terminated you too. Namaste. Wow, the termies are hot tonight. People are not into the callers. American Jenkum, thank you. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you?
Hi, this is Bit Wars.
Bit Wars. Namaste, welcome. How are you tonight?
Namaste, Guru. I'm doing great. I really felt passionate about the topic for tonight, and I definitely wanted to take a chance to call in.
Please. Bit Wars, first of all, it's great to hear from you. Thank you for following your heart, basically. I know it can be sometimes it can be a little nerve-wracking to call into a thing like this, but I feel there's an energy from you that's really carrying through, and I appreciate that about you right now.
No, absolutely. Yeah, this is only my second time calling, and I really thank you for the opportunity and everyone for getting Toaster out of here. I really appreciate that as well.
No problem,
I just wanted to, I took what you told me to heart, and I think that's really, that's what I'm really enjoying about this, but I'm kind of worried about at the same time is I'm really kind of taking what is being taught here. I'm taking it, I'm afraid I'm taking it too literally. I definitely packed a lot of...
America Jenkum has said good night and terminated you. Blessings. Wow. I'm interested to see what caller doesn't get terminated. Because you guys are upset. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
It's Michaela, but I kind of wanted to actually ask you some questions.
Please, go ahead.
So, okay, can you tell us the history about how you got the tenets of the program that works?
Now that's a very good question, Michaela. Very good question. Say that question one more time. Just want to make sure everyone hears exactly what I'm about to address. As I want to go through it as clearly as possible. Go ahead, say it again.
Okay, so I am asking the guru, what led to him establishing the tenets of the program?
Well, I mean, that's a long story. An entire lifetime to put it in the most simple sense. Not any lifetime. It was a very specific set of circumstances that led to this sort of universal realization of these tenets. Now, it was largely, if you could pick one word that defined the set of experiences that led to my development of these 4 tenets of the program, it would be failure. A mess. My life was an absolute mess. It still is. And for a very, very long time, I mean, I would go to school. I would take up these classes. I think this field would fix it, or I'd switch religions. I would go study with this group of priests, or this group of pastors, or rabbis, or imams, or what this, that, and the other. Styles of meditation, yoga. And at the end of every single effort, what I found time and time again was a failure, and not just a simple failure, a deepening sense of genuine failure.
Mm-hmm.
I fought against it for a very long time, Michaela.
Yeah.
Until one day I just kind of snapped. I was doing a lot of drugs. I was seeking a lot of doing a lot of drugs. I was drinking alcohol. I was staying up for weeks at a time. I was fucking anything that moved. And what I saw when I looked in the mirror one day was just, it horrified me.
Yeah, it horrifies me too to look at you.
But you know the thing about that horror, Michaela?
What?
It was the truest thing I'd ever experienced. It was the most spiritually clarifying emotion I had ever experienced in my life.
Right.
That every effort I have ever made, every mountain I had tried to climb, left me a pile of shit, actively being absorbed into the universe in real time.
So you became emo.
I love that. Michaela, I love your wit. I really love your sense of humor. I mean, in a matter of speaking, yeah, I got really emotional. I got emo. Yeah. I love that.
If someone
that
is trying to
quote.
get you to relax, they're trying to hurt you.
Namaste. We'll address that later. But the thing about this clarity, Michaela, and this will be, I could go for a very long time talking about this, but just to kind of put a little soft period at the end of the sentence.
Wait, a what? A sock period?
Yes, a soft period at the end of this sentence.
Oh, soft.
Soft. What did you think I said?
Sock period? I don't know.
Sock period. Yeah, I guess, well, that doesn't make as much sense, but...
Continue.
Okay, soft period. Is that this clarity allowed me to see myself and the universe around me in the clearest possible way. The clearest possible way. And since that very day, I have assembled the program that you see on the screen every single stream. This is the basis of the tools. This is ground zero.
Well, can you explain how it leads to specifically like relax and the different stuff?
Well, sure. I mean, relaxing. Just to take this for example, again, I could speak for a very long time about this, but it's very challenging for me to sort of make this brief. But let's take relaxation for example. Generally speaking, Michaela, when somebody says, talks about relaxing or relaxation, what are they talking about?
De-stressing.
Yeah, right. De-stressing, so that means pulling that stress level down. Right. So, and have you ever tried this? Have you ever tried this de-stressing stuff?
I mean, I do, but I was gifted the gift of always being like a little bit anxious all the time.
There we go. Now, my next question was going to be, did it work? And you just answered that question just now. My question to everyone in chat right now, well, go ahead and throw that to everyone in chat. People talk about relaxing. They talk about the importance of reducing or eliminating stress in your life. Now, tell me, has it worked? Have any single one of these things, individually or together, have they worked? Michaela, has it worked?
Sorry.
Can you please listen? If you're going to ask me serious questions, I'm going to give you serious answers, and this is a little disrespectful.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. What do you mean by worked?
Did it work? What was the goal of the de-stressing exercise? Duncan did it with a subscription, a tier 2 subscription for 9 months. Namaste to Duncan did it. That rare tier 2 blessings and namaste to you, Duncan. Great to see you. Great to have you. It's always a treat. Look at that face. How could you not like that face? Okay, let's go ahead. Did it work? What was your goal, and did you accomplish it by de-stressing?
I did lower the stress to an extent, yeah.
Sure, for a moment. But you said yourself, you're an anxious person, right?
Yeah.
And so would you say it worked overall?
Yeah, I would, actually.
You literally said that you were anxious.
Yeah, it lowered the amount of stress in my life to a tolerable level.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just to clue you into what's going on right now. Michaela, you're not ready to hear what I'm about to say, so I'm just going to say it anyway, and it's going to kind of go right over your head. It's going to be in one ear, out the other. So I'm not really worried about that. This is maybe about 6 months down the line, you're going to be ready for this. Now, what's going on with Michaela right now, ladies and gentlemen, is we can see the conflict, right? We can see I'm an anxious person, right? I'm drawn to the program. I'm drawn to the tenets. And so there's that magnetism there. Then I admit that I'm an anxious person, yet I swear by these de-stressing techniques. Now, listen, if I've got a bucket And I say that my goal with this bucket is to move water from one place to another. And I don't move the water from one place to another. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a success. That is a failure. And if I cannot look at that failure and call it what it is, ladies and gentlemen, that is repression.
What if you move some of the water?
Okay, well, the water keeps showing up back in the first place that you're trying to get it out of, right?
What if you drink all the water and then you piss it? You piss it in the place that it's supposed to go.
Okay, all right, Michaela. Okay. All right. So this is let's do this little song and dance. All right. No, that doesn't count. Okay? But this is kind of what I was talking about. I knew that you weren't going to be ready for this part. This is repression, and listen, you cannot underestimate the power of the subconscious mind. You really cannot. You really cannot. As my work as a therapist. So listen, I'll give you this. If you want to try drinking it up and pissing it out, that sounds stressful in and of itself.
Is pissing hard for you?
No, not for me.
Oh, it shouldn't be.
But if you're trying to de-stress and I'm trying to think of what that would even look like. You've been terminated. Namaste.
Bye.
Namaste. Beautiful. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Hippie All Jenny.
Who is this?
It's Jenny.
Jenny! Welcome back to the program. Hey, I'm also Jenny terminating Michaela saying it's serious. It's
No.
serious.
It's serious.
So tell me, Jenny, what's serious, hon? Your call or the program?
Can I be honest?
Please.
I'm in dark space.
Dark space.
Yeah, I've been leaving, and I don't think it's really, it doesn't matter. But, I'm not in the mood for it, and I'm a little bit scared, but I'm not scared.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of it. And Big O, I really don't feel well.
You don't feel good. It sounds like I can tell in your voice you don't sound like you feel good, Jenny. I think anyone listening right now can hear that in your voice. We've heard what it sounds like when you feel better than this.
Yeah, it's way better than this.
Yeah. And this isn't one of those times where it's good, it's bad.
No, and those times really weren't that good, let's be honest.
Yeah, I know. Let's be honest. What are those little good things that were good about that time that you just don't have right now? Let's take stock.
Oh, no, it's way worse.
It's way worse now. Yeah, exactly. So
No. It was way worse then.
It was worse then.
Yeah, this is I guess you would call it the imagining, the digestion.
Okay, so it was worse then, and now you're so you ate
your face, yeah.
So you ate some White Castle. Do you have White Castle near you?
No.
Do you have Crystal Burgers, or do you have Jack in the Box?
No.
Do you have, like a Taco Cabana or something?
No.
You have
Taco Cabana?
Like a Luby's?
What?
You have a Luby's near you?
Rubies?
Luby's or Ruby's. Ruby's.
What? We
Rallies?
don't have these white people fast food places here.
Rallies? Rallies and Checkers is not for white people.
We don't have any of them.
You have a Checkers?
No, like if I go down the city, like towards, if we're going to Maryland, I could run into one Checkers. One, maybe.
Chicken Express?
No, I don't even know what that is. How can you get more express than KFC?
I think you're just kind of missing the point. I think it just is just a name.
I think you're missing the point.
I think you're missing the point, Jenny. I think I'm trying to help you right now, and you're spitting in my face. Do you
I don't
have
even have spit in my mouth anymore.
Do you have a
I'm just
Taco Bell?
useless.
Do you have a Taco Bell?
Find one.
Okay, well listen.
Yeah.
The digestion is what I'm trying to get to. So it's like you ate Taco Bell.
I'm not going to digest any of it well.
Exactly. You got spiritual IBS. You're fucked up.
And it's IBS-C. I don't shit.
Exactly.
Go to the doctors about it.
Stefan the Mongol, Arby's roast beef. Tier 2 for 16 months. Namaste to Stefan the Mongol.
Sugar, I don't understand.
Listen, you said you're in a digestion period, right? I felt that.
Okay.
You're into the digestion period. Things weren't good then. They're not good now. But they were worse then because you were actively eating some poisonous food such as an old moldy Taco Bell bean and cheese burrito. And now you're digesting it. It doesn't feel good.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel good.
Namaste.
Les?
Yeah.
I don't even know what food to eat anymore.
Well, don't eat until you figure it out.
So I guess I'm going back in. Jenny's coming back.
Jenny's coming back. See?
Oh, no.
Do you see? Do you see what just happened?
Well.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, do you see what just happened?
Oh, my God.
What 3 words come to mind? Real quick affirmation for fellas. Listen, you can't have enough shoelaces. They're handy to have in a pinch, and the different colors can really spruce up your entire wardrobe.
TBH, they don't work.
What doesn't work?
Shoelaces, Les. Just kidding, they probably do.
Sometimes
anyway,
it depends. Some of them don't.
Yeah. I mean, they do work if like they look sweet with your sneaks, but definitely if you're not feeling like negative. Anyway, Les, I was feeling totally depressed, and then I called up. I was crying a little bit, like a little bitch, and then maybe I feel a little better, you know? Like maybe the program heard me.
Jenny, I think something worked. You know, and that's the thing about, you see, this the program works. A lot of people in the chat are saying it. Blue at YouTube is saying it. Pimperknuckle said it. Now, what happens is, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to point something out. I want to clear something up. Because we've got some new people watching right now, okay, Jenny? And I know what they're thinking. They're looking at, they're listening to this call, and they know something just happened. They know, they can feel something in the air that something just happened with you. That you went from depressed, sad, to something, to feeling better.
It's no joke, brother.
And what you're listening to is a veteran of the program who's able to dance, who has put this program and its tenets in place in her life and know how to work it, even on an unconscious level.
Yep. Have to.
Yeah.
Have to.
You have to. Now, listen, Jenny. So you're crying like a little bitch. Go ahead and finish that sentence.
I was crying like a little bitch a little bit.
What were you crying about?
And hold on a second there, Les. I I think I was crying about, and it's no joke, but sometimes I wonder if it could be depression. Now, like I said, that's no joke. You know, I hear other people calling up and acting like it's light and this and that. But after you've gone through a certain amount of trauma, and doesn't mean that that's an excuse. Everyone is a part of their own journey. There's something.
Everyone is a
happens
part of
after
their
certain
own
amount of
journey?
time.
What the? What?
No, I mean,
What did that mean?
I mean, in the way that the way they ride their journey, almost like a sleigh sled, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. I see
Okay,
what you're
so how are
saying.
you going to design your own sled? Right?
Right. Exactly.
We do that up here at the Poconos. We have like those stupid games that people play, and then everybody like designs a sled, and they get to go down the hill, and let's see whose sled survives, right?
Sure. The sled.
So
stuff,
everybody
yeah.
gets to design their own sled. Sometimes your sled falls apart,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
even if it was the best sled.
Mm-hmm. Girl, yes.
Am I right, boyfriend?
Yes,
And-
Mama. You continue.
And sometimes it's okay to see that your sled friggin' fell apart and you look like a dum-dum and you're picking it up and it's just like in timbers. But guess what? Who can start a fire from those pieces of the sled? The people of the program.
Jenny,
David,
I want
true.
you to know. I want you to know I'm proud of you. Okay. You're very powerful
Thanks,
explorer.
brother.
And
I'm
you,
sorry that I called tonight and I was upset. I'm so sorry.
you don't need to. Hey. Listen, where do you think your power comes from, Jenny? Where do you think, you call up and I tell you sometimes that you're a powerful explorer. Where do you think this power comes from? Your knowledge of the realm from which you exist and speak from. You called and you called us collect from the abyss, sweetheart. All right? The program has always worked. We have always been here. Manos de sangre. Namaste to you. What was that? No, I was saying you called us from the abyss tonight.
I did, Les.
Yeah. Where do you think your power comes from? Your relationship with this nothingness, this nagging lack, depression, this hole inside of you that will never be filled, ever. This is this is the program. This is the stuff at the next level. Namaste, Jenny. Look at that. Look at that.
We did it. We did it.
Jenny, you have set a tremendous example for the community tonight. I can't wait to see how further this night develops along the lines of the program work. So before you go, though, Jenny, tell us, how has the program worked in your life? What changes have you seen that you feel like you can share with us tonight?
Gee, I have a place to go from the darkest depths, and there's always a handout that shows me the brightest light and a place that we can all go to be ourselves and be free. And bang, bang. I don't know, Les. It's so awesome.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Jenny.
I feel better.
I love that.
You did it, Les.
What was that?
There you go. All the way, yeah.
Namaste, Jenny. Listen, you call up in any form, in any fashion, all right? Whether you're crying, whether you're screaming, whether you're laughing, whether you're tickling your bird or whatever the fuck is going on over there, you give us a call whenever you feel like it, okay?
All right, Big O, I love you guys. Say hi to Mish, and I'm sorry for crying, but I'm not sorry. I'll never be sorry.
Don't apologize to me. You're stronger than that. Don't be a little bitch about this. Just you call up and you cry harder next time, okay?
I'm going to go dance to Queen or rock music or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to rock it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Al.
Namaste to you. Blessings, Jenny.
Namaste. Love you, brother.
Love you, sister of devoted light.
Bye.
Bye. Namaste, Tedward Tiger. Namaste to you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Howdy, Guru. This is Duncan.
Duncan! Brother, it is great to hear from you. Everybody, it's Duncan did it. Duncan, the one and only. How are you tonight, Duncan?
I am doing really well. That was a very emotional call.
It was, right?
Call.
It was. Emotional stuff. That Jenny's got a lot of problems.
A lot of problems, but a lot of space to overcome them. Amazing.
And also, but one thing, if there's one thing though, there's one thing. It's that she does, of course, there's the sine wave of overcoming and not overcoming. But Lord, Lord, if she's not getting her ass kicked, and she's usually getting her ass kicked, right?
Well, I want to talk to you about that too. Yeah.
Let's chat. Well, what's on your mind, Duncan? Talk to me.
I've been making huge strides, and I feel really proud of myself. I did a few weeks ago. But I took a step back and I said, you dumb shit. Why are you so proud? You're proud that you're not making the same mistakes you've made for 23 years of your life?
Sure.
That's nothing to be proud about. And so I started to really, really use the program more. And the biggest thing that I've learned from the program is I was stuck in this cycle of making mistakes and then trying to fix the mistakes. But now, with the help of you and with, coming to the program and the community, I've realized that I don't need to overcome anything. I just need to kind of be and exist. And that's growth. That is movement. Just not allowing the world to dictate how I am, it is going to allow me to be myself.
Interesting. You presented a very interesting scenario. I mean, it sounds familiar to me. Certainly, I've no one can deny that as you have found us here and put this program into work in your heart and mind, that we've seen Duncan blossom. We've seen Duncan blossom, certainly.
Yeah.
And as far as addressing what you just shared, I kind of want to take a look at that one thing in particular that you shared just now. Duncan, that you were. This began with you sort of reflecting on your mistakes, and realizing that you were trying to fix the mistakes, but rather than fix the mistakes, then you started doing something different, and it didn't quite make sense to me exactly. So, what exactly happened at that moment? How did you?
I'll describe. I had an epiphany a few weeks ago. I went to the hospital. I had to visit somebody. I won't get into that, but there's an elevator, and I got in the elevator, and the elevator was about to close, and then somebody in a lab coat hurried in, with this kind of hurried, rushed energy, and pushed their way through and jumped in. A very beautiful middle-aged woman, gray hair, but just a gorgeous beauty, and her hip rubbed against my ding-a-ling, and she looked back at me as the doors closed, right, and she was, I guess, trying to figure out what number to push, and then also it was all kind of coming together at once, the ding-a-ling touch and the which button, and she looked at me like taken aback, like I just touched your ding-a-ling through both of our clothes. And normally I would go, oh, I'm so sorry, because I felt bad about what she went through. But then I've realized in that moment, I didn't do anything. I even stepped aside. I didn't put my ding-a-ling on her. I didn't try to, secretly rub her with my crotch or nothing like usual. I was being a gentleman. And so she looked at me and I said, what? And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I said, "Oh, that's okay." And I realized there's a balance there that hasn't been there before, Guru. I would apologize for other people's mistakes. I would apologize for the shit that happened around me that I felt bad about. But now I'm embracing myself. And it's because I've been coming to the program and
Night Year with a subscription, the King of Kings. Namaste, Night Year. Driving a bus. That's good to hear. That's good to hear from you, Night Year. Namaste. Brother Night Year throwing a subscription down 19 months. 19 months. Wow. Namaste. Beautiful to have you, Night Year. Good to see you, brother. Truly, truly great to see you. I ran into Night Year in real life once. It was a treat. It was a treat. We had a very, very fun conversation in real life. Now, continue. Duncan, so this lady rubbed her hip on your penis, and you didn't apologize.
I didn't. I said, "What?" Because that seemed like what the situation dictated. And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I said, "That's all right," because it was okay. If somebody wants to touch my penis, that's fine. But let's not get it twisted, right? I wasn't in the elevator waiting for people.
Exactly. So, you're not like now that would be different. If you were a guy, like you how often are you at the hospital in the first place?
Lately, quite a bit. I have a friend that he's a homeless man. He's recently got admitted, so you got to check in on him.
Right. Well, that's good of you. That's good of you. Now, also, it's a nice it's a nice reminder that you know how much better your own life is going in that respect.
It does help a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little boost, a little affirmation for yourself. Now, but on top of that, you're not a guy who's going in there trying to rub his penis on people on in the hospital elevator. That's one thing I know about you. Yeah. That's one thing I definitely know about you.
Now, Friday night, if we was cosplaying Wiener Doctor or something, but no, not normally. Not normally.
Now, that's a good point, but let's yeah, not normally. That's the most important part. Now, that you were able to reflect in that moment and not be sorry as a man, not to apologize for the existence of your penis. Brother, this is tremendous.
I didn't look at it that way. I just thought, that I usually take that empathy that I have and apologize for it.
Listen,
but it's a superpower.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, that's not empathy.
Yeah.
That's not empathy.
No. What is it?
Duncan, namaste. Affirmation for ladies. Listen, stop apologizing for your spiritual penis, okay? And we can get into the weeds on that on a different night, but let's just start there. Now, Duncan.
Yes.
Apologizing for your penis is not empathy. Do penises, just by their very existence, hurt this world?
No.
Okay. So what exactly, what am I missing, right? We apologize for when someone gets hurt, when we hurt someone, but for our penis merely existing, I don't think necessarily we have to be apologizing for it. But so there's something there, but I want you to know that this is a tremendous step forward. And I know you wouldn't necessarily phrase it like this, but Brother Duncan, you not apologizing for your penis is an extremely important step. And listen, for all fellas everywhere, all over the world, you have nothing to apologize for, let alone the existence of your penis. Now, Duncan.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, go ahead. I think so what?
I think so. But the biggest part of that was breaking a cycle of feeling like I screw up and apologize. That's the biggest takeaway for me, besides the penis thing. That is a new thing I need to think about.
Well, listen, Duncan, this is going to be a doozy. This is going to be a doozy for you to think about, because this I'm not just talking about the existence of a penis on an elevator. Once you start pulling on this thread, I want you to just follow it where it goes. Where else does your penis, your libido, your lust want to take you in this world? And I'm curious to see if there are other ways that you may find that you have been apologizing for your penis.
Oh my gosh, it's everywhere in everything I do. Yeah.
And that this penis hatred can be, that is called empathy, is a scourge on this world. And I would love to see you, erect and activated and really asserting yourself as a phallus does. The assertion of nature upon nature, against nature. We need that. We need that, Duncan.
If we could all do that, we'd just be a world of erect penises. It'd be beautiful.
Right, exactly. Now okay, maybe just draw, if you're at a loss of where to start, just draw exactly what you just said. A forest of erect penises.
We have a YMCA that's known for that. So I'm probably going to think about going over there.
Beautiful.
And then I can draw all of those boys.
YMCA is a beautiful place to explore your penis. Mother Nipplebottom, caller, I am sorry, your junk is so huge that everyone notices.
Yeah, 3.5 inches is massive.
It's about the energy. 3.5 inches is about the energy.
Yeah.
Like Bob Dylan's a little guy. He commanded huge audiences. I'll bet he's got a little dick.
Spiritual wiener.
I'll bet Bob Dylan's got a little dick, physically speaking.
Yeah, Joe Pesci, huge wiener.
Also, in a spiritual sense, I'll bet he's got a little ass dick.
Yeah, probably.
Tom Cruise, I'll bet smaller than you'd think.
Sharon Stone probably has a huge spiritual wiener, no wiener to speak of at all, physically.
Not that I know of.
Mm-mm.
Wow,
amazing,
listen, what?
I gotta focus on the wieners.
Yeah, no, this is you literally, your focus has to be phallic now.
Okay, I'll bring that to the program every time we meet.
Okay, beautiful, Duncan. I'm excited for our next conversation around your penis, the idea of a penis, and I'm excited to see where this goes for you, because I think there's something here.
May I ask before we go? I thought it'd just be pertinent. How was your penis today?
Oh, I was discussing this earlier. I mean, it's pretty normal. Right now, it depends on my practice, but right now it's pretty. I would go as far as to say chapped. Like if I put Carmex around the sort of underneath the rim of my penis, it gets very chapped right there. And I've tried a lot of different kinds of moisturizers and what have you, but overall, I think Carmex really gets the job done. Is at least on the sensitive skin, around and underneath the rim of my penis.
I accidentally put oregano oil on my penis one time and it burned for like 5 hours. So I would just say be careful with any mentholated products. And don't get your tubes mixed up. Don't get your lip tube and your wiener tube mixed up.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I appreciate the little insight. I'm excited to get into more hog talk with you next time, okay?
Okay. Yes, all right. Guru, thank you.
Beautiful to speak to you. Namaste, Duncan.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye, Guru.
Goodbye. That was a good one. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, this is Bit Wars again.
Bit Wars. It's great to hear from you again, Bit Wars. Namaste.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't really get a chance to kind of go over everything, but I just wanted to say that the program seems to be working really good for me. Really trying to just get involved, just trying to dive in head first. I'm pretty sure. Right now I'm just working on making sure that there's just one more view on every one of your past live YouTube videos. Just listening to it at work, just trying to, get involved, accept my shame, and put myself out there and be ready for that kind of like rejection and everything. I feel like that's going to make me a stronger person afterwards. Once I go through everything, I got the Lori's seasoned salt, and I'm trying to combine that with nothing, like we had talked about when we had the foods program. So just really trying to get in there. And like I said, tonight's theme really spoke to me. And,
I love that. Listen, listen, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a more focused explorer than Bit Wars, you're going to be hard pressed to find one, because what we just heard, a laundry list of commitment, a laundry list of ways to expand and transform as an explorer. Namaste to you, Bit Wars. I'm really heartened to hear that, and I'm very excited for the benefits that I'm sure you're already experiencing, but will continue to experience. Jessica Bear says, caller, how many tubs do you have?
I have two bedroom, two bath.
Wow, nailed it. 2 tubs. So that's a really good question from Jessica Bears. I don't know if you've gotten that far back. Doofus Dusseldorf resubbing for the 38th month in a row. Over 3 years with Explorations. The program works. If it didn't, I wouldn't be here. Namaste to Doofus Dusseldorf. He's someone that's been there since the podcast days. Namaste to you. Great to see you, Doofus.
I got to listen to the most recent one with Framwyard, and that was really good. And it just made me miss Bryce.
Right now that what you're referring to, Brother Bit Wars, is the sit down one-on-one that I got to have with Framwyard, moderator Framwyard, over at the Community of Devoted Light at Patreon.com. We had a podcast, an hour-long conversation all about. Well, yeah, tell me about what were your takeaways from that conversation, Bit Wars?
Oh, it was really good. I just Framwyard really seemed down to earth. Sometimes he can say wacky things like in the chat and stuff, and so that was nice, kind of getting to know him in that one-on-one stuff. And he's actually pretty close to me. I think he's from the Bay Area or something. I'm over in the Valley, so.
Oh, so that's interesting. So you guys kind of spoke the same language as far as regional stuff can be so funny like that. Are you originally from that area?
I'm not like the Bay Area might as well be a different country compared to like, Sacramento and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a little, it's definitely weird, but he's right when he's talking about like when people say like the Bay and stuff like that, and knowing what that's referring to exactly, that being San Francisco, and most people think of that.
Now, there's something silly about California, though. I come into California for me, from my experience. I came from, I took my live seminar on tour to California a couple times, and it was very interesting to see the different areas of this country and how they heard what I had to share. And funnily enough, where did I get the most pushback? Where do you think it was?
San Francisco? Tell me not.
California in general.
Oh.
I got more pushback in the LA area than I did in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
San Francisco, they were kind of flighty about it. But LA, I remember I did the seminar in between some bands at a venue in LA, and the headliner that evening, as I was doing I was loading equipment back in the truck. he came and stared at me, and I thought he was going to fight me. So I asked him, "Are you going to fight me?" And he just like huffed, and then he almost didn't even perform. He almost didn't perform, and everybody was there to see him, not me. I didn't, and I was just there to speak to the people that showed up. But everybody was there, like a couple hundred people there, and this guy, he hated what I had to say, and he wanted to, but then his penis crawled back inside him.
What an idiot. You know what? I gotta say, I've never laughed so much. I don't know if that's what you're trying to get out of us. Like, I'm trying to treat this seriously. Like, I feel like I treat this almost too literally.
You said that. You said that at the beginning. Framwayard says, LA can suck my dick from the back. Yee.
Yeah, fuck LA.
Yeah.
Go Kings. Sacramento.
I forgot the guy's name. I don't know if is A Young Bub here? He was there. Follower, explorer, A Young Bub. Duncan did it. Guru, were you wearing red or blue in LA? Because those are no colors there. No, I was wearing brown slacks and a brown turtleneck. So.
Listen, I'm not funny, so I don't want to take up too much more time.
No. Listen. I want. You mentioned this last time. You ain't got to worry about being funny. All right, listen. We mix work and play here, and I know you're worried about taking this too literally, and I'm not even honestly totally sure what that means. Because everything that you have shared with me has been tremendous. I mean, you're here, you're interacting, we're having a very human, interesting conversation. You're a lot of people like to come up here and they do their little characters. They do their little funny voices. Walking Diners and Drives. He likes to come and do. I don't know if you've heard this. He comes and does a Christopher Walken impression. Have you heard that?
Oh yeah, I did hear him. Yeah, it's not that great.
Yeah, and it's he's trying. He's
good myself.
Mm-hmm. Say that again.
Sorry. Oh, I said I could do Christopher Walken. It's not too hard.
Right. It's not that hard. And it's not. And but I let him get through it, and then eventually we settle down and we start talking about stuff. So I want you to know that your style is just perfect, and you're following your heart, you're following your intuition, and in your case, it's the correct move. Not with everybody, not with everyone necessarily, but with you, you're doing the right thing, and I appreciate your energy.
I'm trying to think of a character though. I'm thinking about calling in and pretending to be German royalty and just having like a really thick German accent and stuff, and then talking about stealing pictures out of like the photo booths of all the Brazilian kids or whatever.
Oh yeah, that could be fun. Yeah. Is German royalty with us tonight? That could be fun. Yeah,
I'd love to take the pictures out of the photo booths when they're not looking, something like that.
Yeah, no, let's workshop that. Let's next time you call, give that a try. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Hey, I did want to say I want to give a shout out. I don't really get to hear from this guy too often. Like I've been listening to several of these, but I just want to give a shout out to Dipshit. God, I'd never laughed so hard when the person was like, "Hey, can you get the nasal out of you?" And he was like, "Yeah, is this better?" And welcome, Raiders. God, that shit was so funny.
I know. Well, listen, I don't know. Listen, I don't know if Dipshit is in the chat right now. I'm not exactly sure what Dipshit's username is, but Brother Dipshit, hopefully you're hearing that. Namaste. Hopefully you're hearing that and letting that sink down to your bone marrow. Feel good about that. So he makes you laugh, huh?
I couldn't breathe. It was so fucking funny. I had to show a lot of people, and I'm trying to share this with other people.
Oh,
and they're they're being resistant. They're like,
what do you think is the nature of the resistance?
You're talking about, I got plenty of time for nothing when I'm dead, and I'm having a hard time convincing them.
Well, what do you think they're resistant to exactly?
They just see one look and they're like, because everyone knows me, I love old technology, like my alarm clock has got wood panel on it,
yeah.
So they see this and they see the VCR effect and stuff, and they're like, oh, this is just more a bit worse fucking stupid shit. This old shit he's trying to keep relevant. And I'm like, no, it's so much more than that.
No, listen, that's the thing. It's. I'll say this as a therapist. You can try to give them something that for a fact will help them, but they at some level, it's not. It's different than maybe like picking up a newspaper or something. They have to want to do it. Essentially, they have to. At some point, they will be called, and at some point, they will find that this just makes sense and is effective as a personal power program, and then they'll finally show up. But you're doing something important though. You're planting a seed, and that seed will germinate. I promise you that.
That's right. I'm not going to give up on them. I'm going to keep it up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Eventually, they'll come around. Also, I mean, some people are just resistant to Twitch and streaming in general. They don't understand it.
Right. Oh, and the dating shows. Holy shit, that shit is so fucking funny.
You know what?
I might join one of those.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say, we're going to be doing one. I haven't made the official announcement yet. We're going to be doing one next weekend.
Nice.
Next weekend. Quote
Every
from
morning,
Simping for
I
Leslie
wake
Tanner.
in a
One
room
moment.
of which I am afraid and do not recognize. Eventually, meaning fills in behind the objects and sense of time, but I don't know from where or why.
Namaste. Beautiful. Beautiful quote from me. Thank you so much. Simping for Leslie Tanner. Next weekend, next Saturday, we'll be doing Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. I want to make an announcement on Discord soon, but if you're around next Saturday, Bitwars, I'd love to have you.
I might. I don't know. I feel like I need to feel more shame and a little bit more like confrontation from the chat. I need to be terminated a few more times. Just kind of get used to that failure before I get the confidence that I need.
Well, how about this? Let's see here. I can stick my head up a butcher's ass, but I take a bull's word for it, says PhilZ74. Well, here. How about this to get you started? Oh, no, you've been terminated. Namaste.
All right.
Namaste. Guys, so yeah, just to reiterate that, I'll make the official announcement on Discord. Next Saturday will be our next Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Next Saturday, I believe that's the 21st? 21st, Saturday the 21st? Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. But I'll make the announcement on Discord about it later. But guys, it's that point. I got to take a piss. I got to get in there and relieve myself. But allow this moment to just sort of reset your energy for the second half of the program tonight. Also, stick around for a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. It'll just take a second. Some really exciting information to share with you. If you are interested in just for a couple dollars getting a monthly postcard, getting some music downloads, getting access to the podcast, to some videos, etc., listen, I'm telling you right now, you're going to want to hear what I have to share with you. I promise it's worth your time. But in the meantime, guys, namaste. I'll be back in just a little bit after I relieve myself. Blessings, and we'll be right back with the second half of our exploration with Leslie Tanner.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. A dictionary. I know what's in here. Words. and I can't read them. I do not read, I cannot read. Now, a lot of people live their lives reading and extolling the benefits to others about what reading can do in their life. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. The program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. Lesbit, namaste. I love that PFP, and I did not know you're a swimmer. It works. It being what the program works. Namaste to Lesbit. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Really appreciate your presence, and I appreciate that very generous subscription. Subscription 9 months was Lesbit. Blessings. Blessings to you. Great. Good to see you, Ellie. Good to see you. How bad is it? How bad is the AV sync? Let me double check it. Refresh your browser, Michaela, because I'm all synced up over here, and I'm not dropping any frames. So women need to be told what to do sometimes. Let's not play that game. Let's not play this game right now, okay? Let's not play this game right now. Women need to be told what to do sometimes. And why am I so popular with women then? Answer that. If that's not true, if women do not need guidance and need to be told what to do sometimes, then why am I so popular with women? Riddle me that. Phil Z74, tell me what to do, daddy. Phil Z74, namaste. See, it is human to seek out guidance, to seek out guardrails, to seek out leadership. It is human. And last time I checked, women are human. Women are people too. Are they many things? Are they dynamic? They can be. But are they humans? Yes. You're welcome. OMG, God forbid I make a fucking joke. You're so obnoxious. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. You like to say stuff that you really do mean, and then you act like it's all a joke, right? Oh, it's all a joke, not Mish, right? Oh, it's all a joke. I don't say anything serious. That's you. Jessica Bear, single bit. Thanks so much. All right. Let's open up the lines. We got to get back to it. Guys, tonight the program works. I want to hear from you. Jessica Bears, real quick. Ladies, listen. It's okay to need a water needs a container, as do women. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Is that me, Guru?
Holy moly. Wiki Wiv, how you doing tonight, brother? It's great to hear from you.
I'm having a great night tonight. I went to the Web Shack. Got me some ribs, baby. Woo.
You got ribs tonight?
Beans and wings with some potato salad on the side.
Oh,
baby.
my Lord. Now, that is a meal. That's a meal.
That's knocking out some food, baby. Woo.
What now? What exactly? Is there a special occasion, or you just—that's what you had a hankering for? Ribs with all the little fixins.
I just had a hankering for them ribs. I said that girl. I said, hey, you know what? She said, what? I said, what time you gonna get out there? What time you gonna get out there little shake machine? She said probably about 4:30. I said, all right, I'll be back after lunch. I'm gonna pick you up. We gonna get us some ribs down to Web Shack, babe.
Oh, so you took a
She got
lady.
excited. Yeah, she was working at the burger joint. Skinny Joe's.
Ooh, love that, love that. And does she enjoy the ribs? Is she a rib lady?
Oh man, her name's Priscilla. Oh, what a cutie pie. And she loved the ribs. I mean, finger wicking. That girl can get her finger in her mouth and go kapop, kapop, kapop. That'll make more things go kapop, kapop, kapop than you can ever realize. I saw that song come out of her mouth.
Namaste.
I was like, oh Lord, I done got a winner.
Now, this lady. Where'd you guys meet, Wiki?
Well, I just met her at the burger joint. She was serving me burgers, and I said, boy, you got a cute smile. And I like your derriere. You gotta get some fries with that shake.
You said all that.
What you talking about? I said, what you talking about? She said, I'm talking about you. I said, you want to go play house later? She go, I might want to play house with you.
You dog. So you're just a dog trying to get that bone.
I gotta get that bone. I want to get her to I want to go play house at the motel for a couple of days. You know, get some kicking chicken. Maybe get a little herb. Maybe have a little Kentucky fried chicken as well. You know, have some fun.
Ooh, yeah. I love that. I think. Listen, you've got something that you've got that X factor. You've got that sort of. You're a man, and you're comfortable being a man, and I think that's very beautiful.
Yeah, I love to sit in the man seat. I like to be in that man chair. I mean, sometimes I guess we all got those feminine traits somewhere deep down inside, tucked away. The mothering instinct sometimes coming to us, I think. Like when I had to let go of my Tamagotchi. That's a mothering, but I had to let it go. I had to. It hurt me. If I love it, I'll let it go. It loved me, it'll let me go and make me grow.
Did you say something about a Tamagotchi?
Yeah, when I had to go, I go with that Tamagotchi with White Cat. Sometimes you had to let that thing go.
We've talked about that. Okay, yeah. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of like the program. It's like pruning back. Every time you get a good old bud out there, sometimes you got to prune that bud.
So, listen, as far as this lady is concerned, though, Wick, to just kind of go back to that, as far as this lady is concerned, are you guys going to see each other a second time, or is this a one-and-done deal?
She said, you know what? And I touched her hand. I gave her a kiss. I said, thank you for your beautiful date. And I gave her a peck on the cheek. And she went in for the mouth. And she said, you come on up in here, Wiki. I said, look, sister, I'm a touchy-feely on the first date. But you're going to have to give me a minute. I'm going to get serious like this with a burger girl. You know, she making good cash money, them tips now.
Friend, we are Communal Vision saying, leave the weeb toys out of it, Wick. You getting that Tamagotchi?
Oh, a Tamagotchi. I think that guy's a genius. He's like a brainiac. That guy needs to create a Tamagotchi. One you can program and play while you're doing your Tamagotchi, and you get the little lights blinking like it could be like a dance revolution, sort of, but with a Tamagotchi coochie. Thank you, my Bob.
Ooh, I love that. I love that image that you just conjured. Thank you. Now, real quick, we've got another Communal Vision from Jessica Bears. Wiki, tell us about your dream first date.
Oh, that's how you get personal. You getting the diary type stuff like that. That's like what I write in my diary. My perfect first date, I'm not going to lie. It'd be to go by and give her a ring on the phone and say, hey, look, Sugar Bear, you know what I'm calling for. You know I like you. I'm a man, you a woman. I know you got needs and wants. I got needs and wants. But you know what I want to do tonight? Guess what? And he going to say, well, Wicky, I'm going to say, I want to take you to a movie, get you a nice date, take you out dancing. And you know what? Maybe later we can stick each other's neck. Ooh. That's like marmalade right there.
That's marmalade right there. That's
yeah, drip that on.
That's marmalade right there. That sounds good. That sounds like a good date. So first of all, you calling up and you making that move. First of all, that's the kind of guy you are. And I think no one in chat right now is surprised by that. You know, you're a guy who loves being a guy, loves making that move, loves being, seen, felt, heard, and I'm going to get after my woman. I'm going to get after that thing I want, like a dog getting after his bone. Then but then caring about her wants and needs, right? Taking her to a movie, making sure she has fun dancing. And it's about both of you as human beings intertwining, beginning that sojourn together. So Wiki, with this lady tonight, do you see it going? Do you see it getting serious? I mean, I know it's early, but what are your impressions?
Normally, I would tap it and run away and go away, but I wouldn't be trying to get serious really quick here. So when I saw she want to pull me in, I want to pull away. I want to deny that, especially when you get it for the first time. You want it to be explosive, like a cannonball. So you want to kind of deny it a little bit. Each time you get close, you want to deny, sugar. I'll come over tomorrow. And you deny that until the point of explosion. I mean.
No. So you're what if I'm hearing you right? It sounds like you see the possibility this could be going somewhere. That's beautiful. Now, real quick Communal Vision from Phil Z74. You ever just show up to a Motel 6 hot tub with 2 sleeves of Fireball?
I haven't been to it, not to a hotel. And I jumped out the second story, did 2 fireballs on the way down into the pool. No, I ain't done no 6 sleeves. Now, that's a trick. I got to know that one.
Now, Wiki, let me ask you a question real quick. Tonight we're exploring that the program works. Now, you've been here for a long time, and Lord knows you understand that this personal power program simply works. So tell me, Wiki, when it comes to, seeking out romance, courtship, even just approaching women, how have you found that the program has affected the way that you approach these things? Has there been a change, and how has the program affected that?
Well, I went from a mopey loser in the backyard, slapping his ham around in the backyard. Just slapping in the backyard. Just thinking about things. Not making anything ever happen in my life. And I'm just so pitiful. I don't have to walk alone. I don't have this. I don't have that. And then I was, you know what? There's one thing in this whole dang math equation.
Real quick affirmation for fellas. The winds internal blow across the field of your soul. Hold on, we gotta let's sharpen that up a little bit. Quick affirmation for men. The winds generated by this universe blow across the fields of your soul. And that was gifted to you, Wiki, from Fram Weird. Affirmation for Wiki, let's LFG.
Oh my Lord, thank you, Fram Weird. What a way to start a community. What a podcast. What a member. What a member of the community. I know.
You're telling me, brother. You're telling me. So listen, go back to you were telling us how this program affected how you approach women, and so you were the kind of guy that was jacking off.
I was in the backyard doing nothing really. I was working my job, and I was trying to get the walk band started. I didn't have the gumption. I felt like, I got some setback. I know I'm not stupid. I'm pretty self-aware, but I do have some good things, and I'm aware of those as well. So I took the good things and I said, you know what, Wiggy? You want to stop looking at this bad part. This bad part ain't never gonna change. This bad part here forever. This is you. What the hell you gonna do? You gonna stand around and be a crybaby all day, or you gonna get busy and get working? So
look at that.
That day I talked to you, I said, you know what? It's time to start feeling that pain.
And there's
down to the gritty.
There's something about the tenets of the program when, articulated through the lens, through the language of like a down to earth, simple down to earth guy like Wiki Wiva. You realize that maybe there's something else going on, right? Maybe there's something to this man. There's something to this program. There's something to the truth that's happening in real time. Namaste to you. Namaste, Wiki. I really appreciate you being so generous with yourself tonight.
I just want to say, from swapping your ham in the backyard to Guacamole stardom, that's where you can go. That's where you can go. That's the power. Wiki, speaking of rock and roll stardom, I'm just going to cut right to it.
Before you go, brother, do you have a little something you can share with us? I know last time you gave us a world premiere of a song, but...
Well, I do. I have a special song for you tonight, Guru.
Really?
From them, yeah. It's for you and for the program in general. I'm sure other people have seen these, and they've got these, and they put them in a glorious place. I've gotten the circle pictures, and I've aligned them in my bedroom. And I've tended to study them quite a bit. And they lended me to a thought process. And I thought of a song called Those Circles.
Ooh, let's do it. All right, so listen, I'm going to pause the music over here. It will be, let's see here. There. The music is paused, and Wiki, the stage is yours. Go ahead whenever you are ready.
All right, everybody, here we go. Then we call those circles. And they go, a one, 2, 3. Jung, gung, 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 gung. Boom, go, 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 go. Boom, go, 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 go. Boom, do, 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 down. People are people. And things do change. Life is hard enough with all the pain. Sure, you can cry, but here you are, our world now. just like when you was born. Dun-dun-dun. Circles, something about those atomic spin. Circles, inside equations deeper than I can get in. Circles, oh, all the spirals twisting in my mind. Circles, electronic waves into my mind. Dun, dun, dun. And that's the first verse of Circle Digger.
Wow. Now that was something. Is that a new one?
That's a new one. That one when I got inspired for them circle pitches.
Holy moly. So we got 2 new ones in a row. So last call we heard a new one, and this one's new as well.
Inspired. The program works. It inspires new songs, new ideas, new freedoms. Namaste. I love you. Rock and roll, everybody. Rock and roll.
Walk and woe, Wiki Wiba. Thank you so much for everything, brother. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Good night.
Good night. Namaste, Wick. Wow. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
How you doing, Leslie Tanner? This is Mickey Macaroni over here. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Leslie. This is Mickey Macaroni.
Hey, Mickey, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good over here, Leslie. How you doing over there?
Over here, I'm doing pretty good. Just having a good night with my community on another Exploration with Leslie Tanner. What's going on with you, Mickey Macaroni?
Oh, that's good. That's good, Leslie. I'm doing good over here. How you doing over there? How you doing over there, Leslie?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good over here, Mickey Macaroni. We need a Wiki and Leslie jazz rock collaboration from Middle Path. Middle Path demanding it. Namaste to you. You listen, you're 100% right about that. We've done it a little bit before. We had a little sort of a little duel a couple times. I forgot what the song was, but it was tremendous. And we should do another one. You're absolutely right about that. Now, Mickey Macaroni, tonight we're discussing that the program works and how the program works. So tell me, Mickey Macaroni, how has the program worked in your life? Okay, hung up. Mickey, how you doing over there or here or wherever? Caller, quote
Success
real quick.
is fun and feels good because you are good when you do it.
100%. Don't make it any more complicated than that. It's tempting, but that's a loser's logic. That's a loser's justification, and don't be tempted by it. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hi, Leslie. Call me Fisk. That's my name.
Fisk, welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight, Fisk?
I'm doing well, I think. I'm doing very normal. I have a lot of caffeine inside of my body.
Okay, so you're doing good. You think not sure. An element of, and ladies and gentlemen, if those of you that are unfamiliar with Fisk off. This is an often common situation. Often, maybe you frequently answered the question of how you're doing with a not sure, a degree of uncertainty.
Well, not really. I just know that I'm doing something, but I don't think my answer would. I'm usually just feeling nothing, or hungry, or sleepy, or needing to do things.
Sure. Yeah. So you're not sure if you're hungry or thirsty right now?
No. I'm just saying that's how I usually feel. So I say that. That's how I usually feel. So I say that. It's not that I'm unsure. It's just that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, right on. Well, listen, Fisk, you know that when you call, I love our explorations together. I love our conversations. Every single time we call, it feels, I remember one of the last times you called, I said that we have a real connection, and you said, really? I don't have any idea what you're talking about usually. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and that gave me something to think about, and it didn't deter me in my intuition that we're on the same wavelength. I feel this intellectual communication or understanding, the connection that we have on these calls is more than that, Fisk.
Yeah, I don't think it's intellectual. I don't think it's based upon words. I think it's based upon vibes and a similar nervous system archetype. Not really the same reaction to having that archetype within us, but it's a similar thing. It comes from the same place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think
100%. I think you're saying it perfectly right now, Fisk. I think you're hitting a home run right now. Hitting a home run right now.
Not intellectually, though.
Not intellectually. No. In an intellectual sense, no. Yeah, we're barely communicating in that sense. But in a vibrational sense, in a vibrational reality, I think we're practically the same being.
I don't know about that.
I would say that. But listen, I do want to ask you, Fisk, now you are one of the reasons I enjoy our calls, one of the many reasons, is that there's something, you're different. Let's just put it that way, right? You're different. You are a unique explorer.
Okay.
And in that you are a unique explorer, Fisk, I really value your perspective. And tonight, I'm gonna visit upon that, because tonight we are exploring that the program works. Now, Lord knows the program works in your life. You are in the chat often. I see you adding tremendous stuff in the chat from beginning to end of the stream. Now, tell me though, Fisk, in your personal individual life, how exactly does this program work for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would say that it does. I don't know how you what like data you use to determine if.
Well, listen. Don't make it more. Let's not squabble about intellectual stuff. I just want to make it a vibes thing, right? Make it.
Well,
we speak with vibes.
Well, maybe I don't understand the vibes of the goals of the program in a person's life.
Well, how has your life changed since how does your life look now compared to the day that you found the program, Fisk?
I was in a different character. And I was possessed by a different being.
Interesting. Talk to me about that. What was that being like?
The being was purple.
Like naturally, or just having like a circulation problem?
And that naturally.
Okay. Purple, and what else about this being that possessed you before? Tell me as much as you can about it.
Well, it was purple. It was kind of skinnier, maybe.
Skinnier than what?
It's like skinnier than like a normal, everyday guy.
So a different guy, purple and skinnier than a normal guy.
Like skinnier than like a middle-aged Chinese guy.
Skinnier than a middle-aged Chinese guy. Well, that's painting a pretty thin picture. So we're talking like maybe does some like light cardio and doesn't eat a whole lot.
It's like yeah.
Okay, so the guy's purple. Is he Chinese?
No.
Okay, so we're just using a skinny Chinese guy, normal Chinese guy as like a example, baseline.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. So what race is he or was he?
I think he was half Polish, half Korean.
Half Polish, half Korean. Now there's a combo you don't hear about a lot. I love it. And so half Polish, half Korean. Purple, light cardio, skinny.
Yeah.
And what happened to this guy?
I think he died.
He straight up died. Oh my God.
No, he didn't die. He's still with me. He just looks different, and he's taking this nap.
So he didn't die.
Yeah, he's just taking a really long nap.
Dormant.
Yeah.
Did you say no?
Does he know that he's dormant?
Does he know that he's dormant? Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, he like wakes up to like eat pizza sometimes.
But other than that, he's going to bed. Now, okay, so this is before the program. Tell me, Fisk, what about the program put this guy in a little nap?
Well, this was before the program, and it was also like during like the first months of the program.
Gotcha.
I think he got into a nap because I got kind of like hyper, and
Sure, okay.
I got like very obsessed with certain trajectories. So it made him sleepy and unable to sustain.
Do you miss him?
Every day.
Do you miss him?
I guess, but he's always there, so I can't really miss him.
Yeah, but he's asleep all the time.
Yeah, I can hear him talking to sleep, and like I honestly like some people are meant to sleep all the time. Like that's what they're like. That's what they're like put on the earth to do, is just be a sleeper. And so I don't know. I think he's serving his purpose by sleeping. And I don't need him to be awake all the time.
Okay, well, you've been terminated. Namaste. And Phil Z, caller, no offense, but this is a terrible example of the program working. Well, it's about reading. I haven't even interpreted it yet. Hypocryptomatic saying, why I keep going to a job, therapy. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. This is Leslie. We're about to begin a Jazz Express.
No!
Yep.
No!
Yes.
I just made... No.
Yep.
Wait. I just made a
I'm gonna go start playing my piano.
You literally triggered the Jazz Express.
Guess what?
What?
Get the bass up, and I'll go in and I'll fucking play the piano on top of this Jazz Express. Guess what? We will go against each other. You watch, brother.
Little battle, little dueling,
Yeah, can you imagine?
Duel.
Yeah. Let me get some jazz.
Namaste. And all cosmetics says, my live-in chef made homemade pork ribs tonight, and they were cooked perfectly. They were fall off the bone tender. Poor, thank you so much for the single bit. Single bit from poor. Single bit from poor. Single bit from poor. Single bit from poor.
I like him there.
Single bit from poor. 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 Namaste.
I can't hear the jazz.
I really hate this.
Stone Monster 400, namaste to you. Simping for Leslie Tanner, single bit. Ellie Benelli gifting 5 community subs. Ellie Benelli, so generous of you, namaste. Stone Monster gifting 10 community subs. Holy shit. We are in outer space, fueled by the generosity of a few explorers. Wow. Namaste to both Stone Monster, simping for Leslie Tanner on a much smaller scale.
I'd like to match that.
Ellie Benelli, 5 community subs. And you wait.
I get 5.
You're not, I'm waiting for it on my screen. I don't see it. Are you just saying stuff right now?
To me?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do it, dude.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, let me.
I can't wait to see that on the screen. Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, let's see. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. I just need to find the button. How do I give it to you other than the cheers?
You just gift the subs or the bits. I don't know. Oh, you mean a donation? Like a PayPal?
No, you know I know how to do that. But like, how do I do it? How do I do it to people? You know what? I don't like people. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of this. Oh no. Les. This is how we do it. This is how we do it, baby. Can we have a little dance party after this? Hold on. I need to learn how to do it. It's just like 1 second.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. I'm playing jazz, and you're just kind of.
Shut your fucking. You can shut up right now.
You're narrating. I'm not exactly sure why you're sharing all that with us.
Well, I guess I'm teaching you how to do it. So then I went like this, and then I went like that, and then I went like this. Can you just chill for a second? Like, I feel like I told you earlier about, like, my anxiety attack. tell me what to type in? Alright, I got it. This is how we do it. I don't know how to give people stuff though. That's
Hypocryptomatic 2,000 bits. Hun, sweetheart. Holy moly.
Did I do it? Did
Namaste.
not do it good this
You
time.
just did great.
Did
So listen,
not.
I'm going to listen. You got 2 termies. You got 2 termies.
I got 2 termies?
Yeah. You got 2 termies. 2 termies in the bank. Hypocryptomatic has 2 terminations in the bank. Let it be known. Namaste.
In the chamber?
2 in the chamber,
Whoop,
yes.
whoop.
Yes, indeed. This next little bit of jazz is devoted to you.
No, don't. Oh, no. I'm going to play jazz on my piano tomorrow, and really, everyone's like, I'm going to record it, and I'm going to play it.
Wow. Hype Train, namaste, everybody. Beautiful little romp.
We gonna have change?
That was a treat.
Oh my God, it's level 5!
We did. We got
Oh.
far. We got far, didn't we, everybody? Namaste. God
Didn't
damn, that
we
was
do
fun.
it good
I love
this
letting loose.
time?
I love letting loose during those things. Everybody, namaste to you. Thank you so much to everybody who contributed to that. Hypo. We had Ellie Benelli go nuts. We had Stone
Where's
Monster
Jenny?
go absolutely nuts. Jenny, blessings to you. Poor and simping for Leslie Tanner, hitting us with those single bits. Wow. Okay, so talk to me,
I want
Jenny.
to apologize.
Okay, you're apologizing for what?
Psych! Doesn't seem like I got
Psych, you're not sorry?
Yeah, I'm not. No, yeah. I don't know, Les. I don't know. I just felt like calling in and making in the hype train for like all that lame music that we learn and blah, 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 you know? And I don't know. I guess I just, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother the program.
You're not.
JK.
You're not. This is the program. You are the program. This is the program. We're doing the program. Well, I don't understand what the confusion is, or the apology, or the shame is for. I think you're doing, you know, this is what it is. This is the program itself, real time.
But you've been telling me that for years.
Mm-hmm. It's still true.
I think that I want to karate chop people with my feet. I could burn that.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good to me.
I made a beautiful Lego thing. Oh yeah. Sorry, bro. It was supposed to be sent to you guys like 2 years ago, duh. I finally finished it, the Lego thing.
Oh, you did?
It's only like, yeah, I did.
I remember you talking about that a long time ago.
I know, a long time ago. So I finished it, and David, he attacked it.
And what did he do?
And what do you think he did, bro?
He broke it.
Duh. So anyway, so I did finish it on Sunday, and he broke it. Whatever. And now I'm just like, I don't even care. I'm not even sending like my succulent, like sorry. I need to send you guys one of my Lego creations. But, oh, Les, I don't know what's going on.
Sounds good.
I think I'm falling back into... Wait, Les, don't leave.
I'm not... I just said sounds good. I just affirmed you. You're saying a bunch of stuff, and I'm here. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it ride right now. Simping for Leslie Tanner, absolutely going ape shit with the single bits. Namaste to simping for Leslie Tanner. Blessings and namaste.
Did you burp?
I did.
Did you have milk?
No, just a Diet Coke.
Diet poop?
I'm drinking a Diet Coke right now.
Oh. Leslie?
Depression's very powerful. Don't look away from it.
Antidepressants. Again.
You want to get on them again?
I said I don't.
Don't do it.
I don't want to.
Don't do it. That's it. Don't do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My
Problem
dad
solved.
said.
Problem solved.
Whoop, whoop. I think, okay, great.
Problem solved.
Okay.
And listen, and that goes for everybody in chat. If you're on antidepressants, stop taking them. It really is that simple. People want to say, oh, but what about the withdrawals? What about the brain zaps? What about the irritability? What about the weight gain? What about the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
Yep. Get off them.
Listen, not only are you correct, but you're correct for maybe the most important reason that you could possibly have, and that is to be divorced from this limitless power source of the abyss. Your access to the abyss, it is a curse. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
And Jenny, this goes for you too. You have a cursed life. Okay? It's not good. You're right. But listen, if you are a fighter in the ring,
cursed.
If you're a fighter in the ring, do you want to be wearing snow boots? Or do you want to be barefoot and you want to feel, or thin shoes and you want to feel the terrain, the ground under you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
If I throw you a loaded rifle, what are you going to be walking around in? Friggin' like Converse? Friggin' walking out there like a dum-dum? Are you ready to go?
No idea what you're talking about. No fucking clue what that meant.
What?
I have no idea what that meant.
I wasn't even talking to you. I was literally talking to David. You always do that.
Always do what? No, okay. All right, well, all set.
Okay,
anything else?
Wait. I'm not done.
Anything else?
Yeah, I just said literally I'm not done.
Okay.
So this is what I would like to say. Okay.
Say it.
So you have your opinion, and I'm going to say mine. Pharmaceuticals are devil's beast. And I have flirted, and I don't agree with them. I'd rather go down to the depths and climb back up by myself. Is that bad? Is that bad?
No, it means you're better than the people that don't do that.
Well, then I think we're winning.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't take a look at your life and say I'm winning. Jenny, you called up crying about Lord knows what. I wouldn't say you're winning.
I was a little bit depressed, but look how fast.
I don't think you're winning. Is what my point is, though, hon. Are you listening?
Okay, you poop your pants 24/7. So what about your winning? Okay?
I've never claimed to be a winner. I never claimed to be a winner.
Without getting overly stimulated.
Holy moly! Okay.
Okay, look. I'm just working with the program, and I feel like maybe you should know a little bit something about like my mom taught me that if I went into the card aisle at like Home Goods or like Hallmark, that I would get overstimulated and I'd probably have to crap my pants, especially if I had a cup of milk before that. Do you know anything about that, or like do I make people feel
You have
bad
been
about
terminated.
That? Or do you
Namaste.
do that?
Disciple saying good night. I love you too, Jen. Says Disciple. Wow. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Toaster.
Toaster! Brother, you know what,
call.
Toaster? You know what's so funny?
What?
Is that you were the first caller tonight, and now you are the last caller tonight.
No, I was going for second to last call. Are you? No.
Nope.
No.
Unfortunately, you are the last caller tonight.
No. Oh my God. I fucked up.
Well, you almost got there. How does it feel?
I'm not what I used to be. Maybe I'm just not what I used to be.
So, best friend Toaster, it's great to hear from you. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, so let me just, so anyway, I was trying to get through the announcements. After my second termination, I decided to take a break and not call back anymore. And, you know, I got some chores done. I went to the store, did some stuff. I'm going to have to go back and watch the VOD and see what I missed and stuff. But, like, but now I'm free. I'm back. Calling back. I have some really pressing announcements I need to make. To you, not really to the chat.
Depressing, you said?
Pressing.
Okay.
Not depressing.
Deceitful with 100 bits. But you did an affirmation, but I'll go ahead and have this dictated to me. After a while, none of us are what we used to be. Wow. That's a depressing thing that you said. Thank you so much, Deceitful. I genuinely appreciate that. Quick affirmation for fellas. I'll just repeat Deceitful's thing. After a while, none of us are what we used to be.
Okay. I'd be grateful if I can get one damn announcement done today.
Okay, so it's listen, it's all yours.
All right. Well, first announcement. This is pressing, not depressing, but pressing.
Okay.
I have something I really need to say to you up front. Okay, straight up, best friend to best friend, man to man, completely up front.
Quick communal vision coming in from Deceitful. Quick makeup bits. You get old,
Nope.
your shit gets fucked up. Quote, says Deceitful.
Don't answer communal visions. Best friend to best friend, man to man, straight. I just want to be straight up with you because I'm not trying to hide anything from you, okay?
Right.
Success is fun
quote.
and feels good because you are good when you do it.
I got to do a repeat because that's a repeat from earlier. One more quote.
Human sexuality is debasing and hideous, and yet the ideas of transcendence or liberation provide a glimpse into an even deeper human perversion.
Jessica Bears with a communal vision. Toaster, I don't think that last communal vision was directed towards you.
Oh, was it not?
So you'll respond to this one?
I respond to communal visions when I want to.
Quote,
in unity I vanish. In violence I am made manifest. For all of time, until form becomes formless, until the commotion of being gives way to eternal silence.
Namaste. And Middle Path from YouTube ordering nothing. Namaste to Middle Path at YouTube. Very generous of you. Here you go.
Okay, so can I do my announcement now?
Sure.
Okay. So, up front, straight up, best friend to best friend, man to man. I'm just trying to be totally upfront with you, okay? So, I'm not trying to hide anything, okay? So, you know how you recently fired Peppercini from being a moderator.
Right.
And you know my rule about how Leslie moderators are not allowed to be Wuku moderators.
Yeah, you started this really silly rule that moderators on the Explorations channel can't be moderators on your on the What's Up Catsup channel, the Wuku Warriors.
Right, and you know how you've been basically poaching my moderators because you know that I'm not restricted by my rule, and you can just make anyone you want a moderator, and I have to unmod them on my channel.
I don't care about that. I don't care about your rule.
Well, we're going to talk about that. That's announcement number 4. But I just want to be straight in front with you that I did make Peppercini a moderator on my channel after you unmodded
Quick affirmation for days. Listen, I'll tell you what I told the fellas earlier. Get yourself some different colored shoelaces. Really spice things up.
So we're
that's fine, man.
You're good with that? You're fine with that?
Yeah, that's cool with me. Sounds good.
That's good. And
I mean, listen, you're the one that's got all these weird little rules about it. I don't really, I don't have a problem. I think these moderators can, be mods on 2 channels, and
I will. I mean, here's the thing. Look, and I know I was being hard on you for poaching all my moderators, especially. I kind of went off on you about Fram, but I was thinking about it. I'm kind of cool about the Fram thing because I hated having him as a moderator. And like I was trying to say to you, I tried to warn you, best friend to best friend, man to man, straight up, that it's not a good idea to have him as a moderator. And I can basically guarantee to you, if and when you inevitably do unmoderate Flam for doing something disgraceful or embarrassing, I won't ever moderate him on my channel again. But Peppercini, I decided to give a second chance. Also, between you and me, when do you think? Can you get Peppercorn Patty? Can you unmod her? Because I'm really missing her.
Communal Vision from Middle Path. He said hard on. Any response?
Do you think you could take Peppercorn Patty off your moderation team? Because I need her back. I really, the stream's kind of falling apart without her. Leslie.
Yeah, no. Just let her be a mod on your channel. Why are you
I have a rule that I don't allow Leslie Tanner moderators to be moderators.
Well aware of your rule. Yes, I'm well aware of the rule that you don't let moderators on Explorations be moderators on your channel.
Yeah, so I can't do that.
Listen, I don't care though. You should just do it and stop making a rule. Why is this a rule?
Well, but she was my moderator first, and
answer my question. Why is this a rule? Why do you care?
Why what?
Why is this a rule, and why do you give a shit?
Why do the rule?
Why? Yeah. Why is this a rule for you?
It's because it's a rule. It's a rule on the What's Up Cat. It's a Twitch channel. It's a rule I made.
Why? What is it? What's the rule?
It's my little rule. I made it. It's my little rule. What do you mean, why?
Like, usually there's a rule put in place because of some problem that you're trying to either like reduce the effect of or eliminate. And I don't see what that thing is that like made you make a rule.
You know, if there was a reason, I forgot it. But at this point, it's just my little rule. It's just kind of like my baby, you know? It's just my little rule.
Framweart says, just mod Prague since you love his goofy ass so much.
Well, I can't really do that for reasons I really can't get into right now.
Get into them. Say it.
No, not live, not in front of all these people. No, I can't.
Yeah, there's wow. We've lost 20 viewers since the beginning of this telephone call.
Well, you know, it's getting late. People are probably going to sleep. It's the last call of the day, even though
20.
I thought it was going to be. Huh?
1/6. We've lost 15% of our audience over the course of this telephone call.
Well, maybe you should do one more call to get them back. Huh? What do you? Hey, wait,
Did
Chad,
you just
what do you say?
moan?
One more call.
You just made a
Hey,
very weird little moan.
Let's
You just went.
No, I'm just laughing.
No,
hey,
it was a
Chad,
funny little sound that you
let's,
made.
Let's do one more call. Everyone put some emojis in the chat for one more call, and let's get one more call going.
No.
What does everyone say?
Okay, so we've got 11 more announcements to make, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My second announcement is, let me get my notes up here.
What's
second
up, YouTube?
announcement is, I'm going to give my...
Quote.
Hateful violence is almost always upsetting, and mass shootings are definitely another one of those times.
Another quote.
I have been through the various dimensions. I have seen what there is to see, hear what can be heard. So hear me when I say, there is no way to transcend or cleanse ourselves. Attempting to do so as an adult should disqualify you from driving, voting. You should be sterilized.
If I was president. Another quote.
Imagine a future hellish dystopia where everyone is constantly doing therapy on everyone else at all times. Buildings have no corners, few if any walls, and we all barely even remember being unhappy.
We've got another quote.
I often spend a portion of my weekends sketching an anthropomorphized hamburger with fat tits and massive bush, telling me how crazy her ex is. The drawings are abysmal, but capture something ephemeral, bespoke.
Okay, continue now. Quotes are done.
Okay, second announcement. I'm here to give my first ever official toaster endorsement to one of your callers. I think a toaster endorsement goes a very long way in this community, so this is kind of a big moment.
Okay.
If you're ready. Are you ready?
Yep.
So my first official toaster endorsement goes to Michaela, who I think is just really came out of nowhere, and her calls are just so freaking funny and like wacky. And I don't stop watching until I get my Michaela call. So huge endorsement to Michaela. Keep calling in. Love your work. Fun, funny stuff, and it not only funny, not only like wacky and zany, but like
I invite the
insightful.
sun into my soul to sanitize the ancient filth that churns without rest. I invite the moon into my heart to embolden the stench and creep of this filth as it animates my mind and body.
Okay.
Quote.
I invite the sun into my soul to sanitize the ancient filth that churns without rest. I invite the moon into my heart to embolden the stench and creep of this filth as it animates my mind and body.
And my third announcement.
Every morning, I wake in a room of which I am afraid and do not recognize. Eventually, meaning fills in behind the objects and sense of time, but I don't know from where or why.
You have been terminated. Namaste.
But I have a third announcement.
No, you don't. Well, we'll just have to save it for next time. Beautiful stuff.
I wish I could fondle the fresh produce all day without violating some implied silent rule. I know several other men who agree with me.
Namaste. And we are going out. And this was a termination kind of night, a very termy kind of night. We had a lot of people saying, "No, tired of this. Stop it. Stop it. Let's move on to the next thing." Namaste, everybody. Beautiful stream. Beautiful stream. A quick affirmation for fellows. Listen, the tools of your transformation can be found everywhere, as so can the kingdom of heaven. And that's good enough. So beautiful stream tonight. Namaste. There we go. I need to update this. There's a couple names that are missing. both the mods and the community of Devoted Light. So, namaste, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stream tonight. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for being here with me, especially the guys. I see so many names that are here from the beginning all the way to the end. I want you to know how much that means to me personally, and I really genuinely appreciate being here with you. Namaste to you. Namaste also to my moderators, holding it down as always. Really tremendous work from them. And we've got some, into my community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Again, if you are called to the inner circle, you want to get the videos, you want to get the podcast, etc., Godspeed. No, don't worry about anything. Namaste. Now, if you want to get all that stuff, you can. Just a couple bucks a month. Consider my community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Well, guys, beautiful stuff. We'll be back Thursday evening with our regular exploration. We're going to do 3 this week. I know I say that, but you'll see that I'm actually predicting the truth, the future. We'll be back Thursday and Saturday, but also, and I'll make this announcement on Discord, we are going to do an Infatuations with Leslie Tanner next Saturday. Saturday the 21st, I believe it is. Saturday the 21st, we're going to do an Infatuation with Leslie Tanner, the internet's only competitive dating game talk show, not designed to help you find love, but to help you figure out whether you even deserve it in the first place. So let's see who is on that Clown Girl won last time. Clown Girl won, Raji won, and Phil. I don't know how, that's really crazy. That was crazy that Phil won. Right? I mean, kudos and congratulations. That's just how the universe works. But guys, those that were there, like, you remember, like, Michaela won because, you know, she's a young woman who could just make eye contact and not spurg out and just kind of walk in a straight line and hold the conversation. And she had a little makeup on and whatnot. And then Raji came and put her in the ground because Raji just wanted to talk to her. Really put the game down, made her blush. Really got under her defenses. Totally made her look like a fool. And then he got tired. And then Phil's a little late night, little drunk goblin rampage. Surprised us all, shocked us all. Namaste. Who's on? Who we raiding? Who we raiding? Let's do Sushi Dragon. We haven't done. I want to do sushi. I want to do sushi. Joe and Abba are on. Let's do the sushi boy. Let's do the sushi man. I love sushi. The sushi. Now, guys, if you know who Sushi Dragon is, you know we're in for a treat. Sushi Dragon is one of the one of the titans, one of the institutional forces here on this website, making this website worth anything. Namaste. Guys, we'll be back Thursday evening with another exploration with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to all of you. I'll see you all very soon. We got the raid going? 55. You guys are... You're going to make me look like a fucking idiot right now. I just want you to know that. 56. There are 100 people watching. I'm going to stroll in with a big streamer like Sushi Dragon with only 56. You might as well just pull my little pants down, show my little pecker. It's not. I'm just kidding. Namaste, guys. We're having some fun. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Blessings and namaste. YouTube, consider Infatuations. Not this Saturday, but next. And join the Discord to keep up with it. But I would love to see some of you guys from YouTube join the